Anna, Kate, congratulations on Mona Lisa and the Blood Moon.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's
Absolutely.
exciting that people get to see the movie now. It's been a while and we're so excited. It's such a fun movie.
Yeah, I can tell this was a labor of love. Absolutely. And it is certainly one of a kind, from the character development to the premise. Talk to me a little bit about why fans are going to fall in love with this New Orleans thriller.
She is a trash can superhero. She's a girl with dangerous powers in the regular world, trying to solve regular real world problems. She's not trying to save the world. So I think it's just a mad, wild adventure about really wanting freedom and wanting to go out there and just have a good night. You know, those nights where you go out and like, you think nothing's going to happen. And then you wake up like a day later in someone else's clothes.
Right.
That's like the movie.
I'm like, wait, I can't say that that's ever happened to me, babe.
What?
I don't know if I've woke up in somebody else's clothes and not known what's happened, but definitely Bonnie has been in that. I love you, Anna Lily. Remember those days?
Those times when you go out.
I am gonna pretend like I don't relate to this at all. But deep down,
like
I had some days. Okay, Ohio State, 4 years. What a time to be alive. Okay. Kate, what initially drew you to this story, to this role of Bonnie?
I mean, Anna Lily, I love what she's doing with her body of work and how she makes movies. I mean, she has a very clear vision. She is a very specific artist, and I just wanted to be a part of her body of work. And Bonnie is such a fun character. For me, it's a real, anything that feels like a real departure is always fun to get, sink your teeth into. Mm-hmm. New Orleans isn't a bad location. I always love going back to NOLA. I mean, I've made 5 movies there at this point, and I love it. I love being there.
Yeah.
So all signs pointed to yes. Uh-huh. And when I read the script, it kind of reminded me of like a John Carpenter, like a throwback John Carpenter film, and with that modern twist. And there's no one better to do that than Anna Lily. So it was great. And the experience was wild. We had so much fun. I mean, there was a moment when Anna Lily was literally running through she was running through Bourbon Street in full clown makeup. And it was so hot. And she was directing us because we were doing this chase sequence.
Yeah.
That the makeup was like melting. And she was trying to direct, and she had this clown thing on. I was like, this is wild. I mean,
my God.
Craig has some funny pictures.
Oh my God. I was running through Bourbon Street in like stripper heels with regular people, but there was no like shutdown of the street,
Yeah. I mean, you
God, it was really funny.
You mentioned the heels, obviously, the physicality, the transformation in this film of Bonnie. Talk to me a little bit about what that looks like. How collaborative was that process between?
I have to tell you something. When I first met her, I wanted her to do the movie. I was like, oh my God, Kate, yes, this would be amazing. Went to her house to meet her. And she's like pregnant, like right about to have a baby.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, how are we gonna do this?
Right.
She's like, I'm in. I'm
fine.
like, she's a stripper. So how? She's like, no problem. I'll just have the baby and we'll do it.
Pop the kid out.
Get back into it. I'll get back on the pole, babe. I'm back on the pole.
You have one in your bathroom, right?
I have for years. Yeah. It's a great workout. It's one of the best workouts you could have. When I did Sheila Kelly, who also I brought in before I went and did this to kind of like figure out who Bonnie was as a stripper. The thing about Bonnie is, and this movie isn't about stripping at all. The thing about Bonnie is she's just a survivor. So to me, it was really important that I didn't look perfect, that it wasn't that her shape felt a little softer and real. Yeah. And that she's not dancing at like the fancy place where she's like going for national awards of like pole dancing.
Right.
She just wants to make money and loves it. She's like, the more money, the better. It makes for a better life for her. And she unapologetically kind of enjoys what she's doing and her hustle. And so that was really fun for me because it didn't feel like I had to be
except for when they
flashy.
stiff her.
What?
Except for when they stiff her.
That's right. That's right. But it didn't feel like I had to be flashy. It felt like I could be more authentic, you know, more like more real.
How much of that transformation and sort of from the tattoos to the accent to all of it, how did that help sort of inform you breathing life into Bonnie? What was that transformation like every day?
Oh, that's the best part of what we do. You know, to me, like finding the character like that and the characters and the nuances is the best. It gets you right in.
Before that you see and it bubbles up, like when she got the nails, it was like you started to see her. And then there's a few like the mesh top, like all that stuff is so fun. You start to feel like, oh, there she is. Yeah.
Now, before I let you guys go really quickly, Kate, every mom on the internet is relating to your post right now about your son going off to college.
Oh my God.
How are you doing? You hanging in there? Are we good?
I'm trying. It's hard to even talk about, you know, but it's also like, I'll have a moment where I'll just start crying because it will hit me that he's just not here. And, but he's having a blast. He's in the city. He's like ready, you know? And so that makes me excited. I'm so excited for his future. And when you see your kids thriving and like feeling good in their skin, like that's all you can ask for. So, my own personal connection to it might be harder than his, which is, you know, I got off the phone with him literally yesterday and he was in such a good place and like had to go. And I remember that time in my life of like, everything in front of you is possible. And I could see it in him. And I was just like, so overwhelmed. And I started to cry and Rani goes, Mommy, are those happy tears?
I love that she already knows the difference.
These are happy tears. Yeah.
Such an emotionally intelligent little one. And her birthday's coming up this weekend. How are you guys celebrating?
We're having a princess parade.
Okay. I love it.
All princess.
Okay.
Moana's the new one. It goes through phases.
Okay. All right.
Now it's Moana. Then it's, you know, it's like, it hops.
Depends on the day.
Yeah. So it's just a big princess parade.
Yeah.